If you have ever looked at your life and thought, I'm not where I should be, but I don't even know how I got here. Come closer. Listen. It's not because you're incapable, but because your life didn't change in one big moment. Your life changed in repeated patterns. You stopped noticing. The way you delay things, the way you avoid discomfort, the way you escape into distractions when life feels heavy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people aren't stuck because they lack knowledge. They are stuck because they have mastered automatic behavior loops that run their life for them. And the scariest part, those loops feel like personality, not patterns. So today, I'm not going to motivate you. I'm going to show you how to interrupt the system that keeps you stuck. Step 1, identify your loop triggers, not your habit. Okay? Most people try to change habits directly, but habits don't start randomly. They start with triggers. A trigger is the moment your brain switches into autopilot. For example, you feel slightly uncomfortable, then you open your phone. You feel pressure, then you delay the task. You feel uncertainty, you seek distraction. Okay? You feel judged, then you go silent. So instead of asking, what bad habit do I have? Ask yourself, what emotional state always comes before I lose control of my behavior? That's your re-entry point. Because if you don't interrupt the trigger, you will never change the habit. Step 2, expose the habit, the hidden payoff behind the pattern. Every stock pattern has a reward, even the destructive ones. Procrastination gives you temporary relief from pressure. Avoidance gives you temporary protection from failure or rejection. Overthinking gives you the illusion of control without risk. So when you say, why do I keep doing this? You're asking the wrong question. Ask instead, what is this behavior protecting me from feeling? Because until you understand the emotional payoff, you will keep repeating the pattern, even when you know it's hurting you. Step 3, break the patterns at the smallest possible point of action. Most people try to change their entire life at once. That's why they fail. Real change happens at the smallest interruption point. Not stop scrolling forever, but pause for 5 seconds before unlocking your phone. Open the document instead of closing it. Sit with discomfort for 90 seconds before escaping it. Do 2 minutes of the task instead of waiting for motivation. Why? Because your brain runs on automatic sequences. And sequences break when you interrupt the first step, not the last. You're not trying to become disciplined overnight. You're teaching your brain this pattern no longer runs automatically. That's how rewiring starts. Okay? Step 4, rebuild self-trust through micro-commitments. Most people don't lack confidence. They lack self-trust, consistency. So every time you say, I will do it later, and don't. I'll start tomorrow, and don't. I'll change soon, and don't. You weaken your internal credibility. So instead of big promises, use micro commitment. 5 minutes of action, 1 uncomfortable task, 1 avoided message sent, 1 page read, 1 small win completed. Then stop. Not because it's enough, but because you are rebuilding something deeper. The belief that you do what you say you will do, that belief is more powerful than motivation. Okay? Step 5, replace identity, not just behavior. Here's the final shift most people miss. You don't permanently change a pattern by forcing behavior. You change it by updating identity. Instead of, I'm trying to be disciplined, you start thinking,